talk about being butthurt. States are starting to talk about seceding from the Union because they want to protect illegal immigrants over United States citizens, and they fear the incoming administration. Let's talk about that. Before I get into this story, I want to thank the sponsor, and that's Brownells. Brownells is undergoing, like many, a Black Friday sale right now that you probably should check out. And don't forget, you can use code GNG10 to save on most items over at Brownells. Awesome folks right here in America, right over in Grinnell, Iowa. I was lucky enough to build my dream rifle with them, and stay tuned for announcements on that because you don't want to miss it. Trust me. Let's get into this story because it's crazy. A New York State senator has proposed seceding and planning to join Canada. That's right. New York State Senator Liz Krueger, who leads the New York Senate Finance Committee, has proposed an unconventional response to President-elect Donald Trump's policies, withholding federal taxes and exploring a potential move to join Canada. Her plan also suggests including neighboring states such as Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Vermont to form a new Canadian province. And I can tell you that I 100% support this move. Get the frick out. Beat it. Deuces. Take California with you. The proposal stems from opposition to Donald Trump's policies, particularly plans for mass deportations and potential funding cuts to states that resist federal immigration enforcement. Senator Krueger described her approach as, quote, thinking outside the box, end quote, in response to what she considers extreme measures from the incoming administration. You should never want to protect Americans and get rid of the criminals and people who are doing bad things to Americans. No, protect them, screw the people. Some of these governors, including Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey, has said that, they're basically going to try to stop the Trump administration and ICE from deporting these illegal immigrants. They broke the law to get here, yet they're willing to spend all of our money on them, but none of our money on us. Makes sense. Krueger said, quote, this is a time for bold ideas. Now, she acknowledged the ambitious and controversial nature of her proposal, but argued that the stakes, including potential federal aid cuts and policy shifts, warrant serious consideration. Now, New York stands to lose significant federal funding under Trump's immigration policies. With a $239 billion budget, the state receives approximately $85 billion in federal aid annually, much of which supports Medicaid. However, it contributes over $362 billion in federal taxes. I think federal taxes are way too high anyway, but this creates concerns about financial stability should the Trump administration retaliate to these states, like he said, by withholding funds. Now, this New York State senator also expressed concerns over potential federal vetoes of major infrastructure projects, such as the Gateway program, which aims to improve transportation between Newark, New Jersey, and New York City. While Krueger's plan may be extreme, it highlights the growing tensions between state governments and the federal administration over illegal immigrants and funding priorities. What do you guys and gals feel on this situation? Should we just stand by while these states give hotels and plane rides and bus rides and food stamps and money and apartments to those who aren't even here legally, while they let those of us, our American citizens, freeze in tents and yurts after the failed response of Hurricane Helene now that winter is approaching here in Appalachia? I know how we feel about it. How do you feel about it? Sound off down below, and if you love America, subscribe to this channel. Double check your subscription, because YouTube's playing crazy games with channels that have to do with freedom. And if you love freedom, you'll find more of it here on this channel every single day. Subscribe. I love you. Stay safe, stay informed, stay free, America. Take care.